Hey guys, welcome to the New Mexico Activities Association Esports State Championship. Our first match here coming up. I'm Side B Spamular Sam, joined with.
I'm Don't Look Down, Doe.
We're very excited for the 4A League of Legends State Championship. Is going to be the first game we're going to be streaming to you guys today. First, we got a big shout out to all our sponsors that are going to be allow us to be here today. Play Versus for setting up the whole tournament and letting us track all the teams going through. We got, of course, NMAA, setting up and sponsoring this, and APS letting us use their beautiful building, and all the schools that could join us, and of course, Xfinity and our guy Mark with Xfinity, helping us set up everything through UNM Esports, and it's really helpful.
Yeah, we also got Nusenda Credit Union. Thanks to them for sponsoring this. The CES, Cooperative Educational Services, RTI, Riverside Technology Incorporated, and the Army National Guard. So thanks to all of our sponsors, and, well, we're going to start talking about the players and teams now.
Yeah, so we're loading up in the lobby. We got of course, like we said, the 4A state championship. It's going to be between the 4 seed Silver High School.
And we've got the undefeated Albuquerque Academy, coached by Jen Alford. And, well, this is going to be quite the final.
Yeah, the semifinals were just finished up a little bit ago. We're loading up into the game now. It's a real juggernaut situation we got with Academy, 9-0 in the regular season, coming out to the final here. So
Academy is made up of an all-senior team, and they've been playing with each other for years. They've got 6 players. 5 of them will only be loading into the Rift at a time, but it seems like they'll be subbing out between games, so we'll be able to see all 6 on the Rift.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of our lanes are going to be super contested for high push, and should be a lot of kill action and high kill to minute or kill takedown to minute ratio. So it should be exciting action to watch. So we're loading up in the game now, but yeah.
We'll have to see what results from draft. It seems like Albuquerque Academy has been specializing in a very scaling-focused bot lane draft and yet winning anyways. So it seems like their jungler will be spending a good amount of time down there, but we'll have to see what happens.
Yes. Yeah, so we'll see. Pushing bot lane is going to be super contested. It looks like a lot of Caitlyn, Xerath, pushing support mage is going to be very prevalent in this draft. And top lane push is going to be super contested from the looks like of our 2 top laners and what they like to play. So those are kind of be our 2 areas of focus. Mid lane's been playing a lot of scaling AP control mages on both sides. So we'll see how that impacts the mid game.
Generally speaking, when you've got these games against, when it's not pro team versus pro team, it's very important the kills in early game or takedowns in early game, because those will start a snowball. And once you have more takedowns, you have more gold. It becomes easier to get more takedowns. So we'll have to see what happens very early game. I think that'll be a very big marker of what happens in the late game and who wins this game eventually.
Yeah, we'll see. Jungle tracking is going to be really important. It looks like from the side of Academy, they would like to play a lot of aggressive invade-heavy junglers and kind of high off their lane prio into the jungle. So we'll have to be able to see if Silver High School will be able to stop that progression and protect their camps so that their bot laner can hit level 6 nice and early and consistently.
Yeah, so it seems like we are just about to get into game. These guys are, or just about to get into draft. They are just setting up the lobby for this, and we'll get into game in just a minute. But really, what's important here, honestly, is for all of these players to stay cool, because really panicking as soon as you've lost a takedown is step 1 to losing the entire game. It allows the other team to snowball much faster. And we haven't seen these teams properly, well, especially Albuquerque Academy. They've gone undefeated so far, so we don't really know how they are under proper pressure yet. So that might be the window for Silver to take over.
Yeah, they really got to force action early and force it often. It looks like from their draft, that's how they've been playing. That's how they're gonna win. Get those early takedowns, bot specifically. A lot of bot focus on both sides. So we'll see how that goes. We're really excited, just to be out here in the space, have a live game with you guys, and the audience out here all prepped up to watch the games with us for all the championships. So it should be just like a fun atmosphere. If you guys are in the area, come over, watch the championship. It's just a fun venue to come out, be out. We invite you. We'll welcome you. Especially if you guys like esports. We got other games coming up. It's not just League of Legends. We got League of Legends today. We got, all the other state championships are going to be happening throughout this weekend. So any of you big esports fans, we really welcome you to come out in person, have a good time with us here at the NMAA State Championship. I don't know. So we'll see. It's I don't know. It's just a cool atmosphere. It's a big building, in in the APS Professional Development Center. If you guys would like to come, it's great. Yeah, and just a reminder for those of you just joining us, this is the 4A League of Legends State Championship Final between Silver High School and the Academy. So we're here just one. Just one more big shout out to our main sponsors here. Just can't thank them enough for us being able to do this today and for the rest of the weekend. So we got Play Versus helping us out a lot. NMAA 100% holding us down, sponsoring the whole tournament. APS allowing us to use their building, their resources, and of course the schools to come. And Xfinity, big shout out to Xfinity helping UNM Esports for a long time. Everything like that.
Yeah, we've also got Newsenda Credit Union, CES, Cooperative Educational Services, the RTI, the Riverside Technology Incorporated, and the Army National Guard. So big thanks to our sponsors, and it seems like we are getting into drafts soon, at least.
Close. We can't promise. Things happen.
Nothing can be promised. But the players are all in lobby, and we are, as far as we can tell, just a few seconds from getting into draft. And draft here, well, it's no pro game, but draft is always important for Game of League.
Yeah, and for those of you don't worry. So we're going into picks and bans right now. It's going to be. Yep, here we are. So we're going to be in 3 bands on each side, one at a time, and then 3 picks, 1, 2, 2, 1, and then 2 more bands for each side, and then our final 2 picks is going to be the layout here. So that Caitlyn band to start off is very big for the side of.
Academy has decided to ban out Caitlyn, which is it's an understandable pick since the enemy ADC plays basically nothing but Caitlyn. Despite Albuquerque Academy having Caitlyn in their own draft pool, they would they'd like better to ban it out and make sure that there's no chance of Silver getting that important Caitlyn for them.
Caitlyn was the bot laner for both of their wins in the semifinal. And then the Mordekaiser was a big counter pick in the last game for them as well. And the Kaisa just got a big buff on this patch. So
yeah.
So
You'll also notice the Mordekaiser and Amumu bans. The Amumu ban's definitely going towards Silver's jungler. He had a very strong Amumu showing in the semifinals game, going completely deathless, and it seems snowballing his lanes towards victory. Very strong.
What are you expecting for this first blue side pick here from it?
For the first blue side pick, from what I know of their teams, oh yes, their mid laner. Yes, so I did believe from their semifinals games where they were playing Yasuo and Syndra, very strong mid lane picks, very high blind pick power, that they were going to focus on this mid lane draft. Naafiri is a very strong assassin, and into Syndra though. Syndra's a very strong control mage that also has some very strong burst. Gotcha.
All right, so
these mid lane picks are very volatile, so to speak. So really, it depends. A very large portion of this game is going to depend on who wins in mid lane. And Syndra versus Naafiri, both picks also scale very hard. Yep. If Naafiri gets ahead, you'll never be able to get away.
So just to update you guys, we're just having a little bit of visual issues. We're fixing those up. We'll get you right back to draft as soon as possible to keep you guys updated. We got Silver picking Kane for Jungle Blind, and then an immediate Rel Smolder response from Academy. So they've already claimed out their bot lane for Academy. It'll be Rel Smolder. Smolder just got a big Q damage increase on this patch, and it was immediately responded with by a Zeri on the side of Silver.
The Zeri I find is very interesting. Silver, so far in all of their games, has not really shown a big reliance on scaling. And Zeri is very much not a strong early game champion. She is strong levels 1, 2, 3, but past that, her mid game is basically completely absent. So it's strange to me that they're picking Zeri. They haven't shown any sort of reliance on this scaling before.
She did just get a buff in this patch, so she's getting a lot of she got a crit amp, I believe. So that should be a pretty big one item. But they did increase the gold cost of Static Shiv, which was the big rush item for Zeri. So it'll be interesting to see first buys on that side.
Yes.
And then for the bans, to keep you guys updated, we followed a Morgana ban for silver, followed by Vigar ban and a Yumi ban. So Vigar and then a Set ban for Academy. So
Vigar and Set are very highly targeted. Those were the picks that just won in the semifinals games for silver. So Vigar is obviously a very strong scaling pick, but also very strong early game. So it makes sense to take him away. The strange thing is that Syndra's already been picked, so the Vigar ban seems, well...
So it did
nebulous.
follow up with the Xerath immediately for support. They played Xerath, Caitlyn all through the semifinals to have a pushing bot lane to win for silver. So they could have a Xerath, Zeri into a Rel Smolder. So it'd be very interesting Engage versus Poke support battle in bot side.
Interestingly enough, Albuquerque Academy has just picked Fizz. So
Top
what's
lane-
likely
top lane
actually...